Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today is going to be a little vlog that I'm going to do. I don't know how long it's going to be. I don't know how much I'm going to be filming, but I am going to be taking a trip to one of my favorite places to get books, and it is actually a thrift store that is near me called Community Aid. Now, Community Aid, I think, is a lot better than Goodwill. I used to shop at Goodwill a lot when I was younger, and I would say probably like in my early 20s. But ever since we got the Community Aid a few years ago, I've been going there because it is so clean, it is organized, and I seem to find a lot more stuff there than I would at Goodwill. I just feel like Goodwill, at least the one that is near me, is just really messy, and I feel very anxious trying to dig through it. And I don't know, I just haven't been in a while since the lockdown. I can't think today, sorry. But yeah, I haven't been since the lockdown, and I kind of want to take a look. I am planning on doing a big book haul that I've gotten. A lot of them are from my work, as well as ones that I've picked up along the way, my book boxes. So I'm really excited to do that, and I don't know, I think I might just film the rest of my day. Not going to have anything really productive. I do plan on reading a lot today. I really would like to get a big chunk of After We Collided done because I missed reading a spooky read. I do have my Halloween box that I need to do, so that's probably going to be the next read. So yes, I want to read a lot of After We Collided so I can get to that. And besides After We Collided, like, I get hooked so quickly on those books, so last night I didn't want to stop reading, but I had to sleep. So maybe I'll finish it tonight, I'm not sure. But I'm definitely probably going to have the book done by today or tomorrow. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Just going to do that. Might just kind of show you stuff that me and Zach do. I don't know yet. Like, I just kind of thought about this when I woke up this morning. I was like, oh, I haven't been. So that would be like a fun video to do to break up a lot of the same ones that I've been doing. It's just, I want to do new stuff. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and get my shoes on, and I'm going to go and head over. So it's going to be fun. So I wanted to do a quick shout out before I end up going to Community Aid. I just wanted to tell you guys about one of my best friends in the entire world. Her name is Litsy, and she has a channel on YouTube called The Ginger Introvert. Give her a check out because she does a lot of really cool book videos, as well as she's just kind of doing like lifestyle. She kind of likes to talk about her life, but right now she is participating in NaNoWriMo, and I'm really excited about this concept she has come up with. It is a story that's right up my alley. It's a book that I would purchase as soon as I read the chapter or the summary of it. I'm just really excited for her, and she's just been one of the greatest people in my life, and I'm so happy that she is taking this big step. I would love other people to just check out her content and be with her on this journey as she writes this novel. I would love to see what happens in the future for her, and I'm just excited to read it when she eventually lets me read it. So yes, so definitely go check her out. She is the Ginger Introvert on YouTube. She is also the Ginger Introvert on Instagram as well. So definitely check her out and give her that support, show her that love. So what I thought would turn into a 1 or 2 items trip turned into a big bag full of junk. Not really junk, but stuff that I've been collecting. So this is gonna be interesting. Ugh, my hair is a little crazy, but anyway, I just got home, and yeah, this purchase turned out to be a lot more than what I thought. Me thinking I was gonna go in and walk out with like 2 or 3 books turned out to be me buying other things. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys some of those. I'm gonna set it up, but yeah, here I go to show you guys what I got at the thrift store. So this is the big bag that I brought with me, and it is chock full of stuff. Some of it was stuff that I was looking for. Some of it was, I would say like 90% of it was stuff that I wasn't looking for. But I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys what I have. So I bought a whole bunch of CDs. I like to collect CDs still. I play them in my CD player all the time. I got a whole bunch of books, and some of them are ones that are completing series that I have. I also got some shoes as well as a couple of DVDs for my movie collection. So, but what was awesome is all this cost me $30. So even though I bought a lot more than what I was expecting, I still got a lot of stuff for that much. But yeah, so let's get into it. So these are the shoes that I bought. They are a size 8. I needed a new pair of flats, and I think these ones will be cute. They're gray, so I know they're going to go with a lot of my stuff, and they're sparkly. So I love that. That was something that just jumped out at me, and I needed new flats, so that's an awesome purchase for me. The 2 DVDs that I bought were The Last Song, which is, I think, one of my favorite Nicholas Sparks books that I've ever read. It was a book that got me emotional, as well as every time I watch this movie, the ending always makes me cry. If you read the book and you know what I'm talking about, if you don't cry during that scene, I don't know what's wrong with you. But I bought that. And then I also bought Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants 2. I have the first one and I bought the second one. I haven't watched this one. I watched the first one when it came out. So I need to watch this one, but I want to reread the books before I do it. So that's the other reason. And I figured I'd pick it up. It was super cheap anyway. So a lot of the CDs that I got are ones that I collect myself, as well as they're ones that just kind of like I wanted to add to my collection. So I actually picked up 2 karaoke CDs, and they are both High School Musical. So this one is High School Musical 1 and then High School Musical 2. It doesn't have the CD booklet. But I love collecting the karaoke CDs. I have a whole bunch of Taylor Swift ones that I got. They're awesome for like parties, and sometimes I just like to put them on and pretend I'm a rock star. So I bought that. I also got the 3rd movie soundtrack. I didn't have this one, so I was very happy to have this one to go with my DVD. I also bought Renee Olstad. I believe this is her first CD that she came out with in 2004. But she, if you don't know who she is, she's a jazz singer. She's also an actress. The most famous role that she played was in Secret Life of the American Teenager. She was one of Amy's best friends. So I've always been wanting to check out her music, and when I saw this was there, I figured I'd pick it up and see if I like it. She's a jazz singer, so I do kind of like jazz a little bit when I need that calm down. So I'm hoping that'll be a good one to put in when I just want to relax and de-stress. I also picked up a CD sampler by Alter Bridge, which they did they do the opening theme for a wrestler named Edge, who is like one of my favorites, and his theme is actually in here, and I had to pick it up because I'm a wrestling fan and I needed to have this in a CD format, so I'm really excited to have that. I also picked up a Chipmunks Christmas CD. I love to collect Christmas CDs as well. To play when it becomes Christmas time. So that was one I had to take as well to put with my Christmas CDs. I also got, speaking of Disney Channel movies, the Cheetah Girls soundtrack, which this was my childhood. Oh, I loved it. And a lot of girls that grew up with this will understand why this was one of the best movies ever. I wanted to be them. I watched pretty much every movie that came out. But I was so happy to see that, and I have that in my collection. And then the next one is kind of a purchase. I don't know if I still have this one or not in my collection, but it is Eden's Edge, and it is the Cracker Barrel Deluxe Edition. So I do have the CD, but I'm not sure if it's this one or if it's the one that came out. But this one has a lot of, there's 3 bonus tracks that are in here. Unfortunately, this group is not together anymore. I would say probably about a year or 2 after this album came out, they ended up splitting. But this is one of my favorite country groups. Hannah Blaylock, who's the lead singer, she's the one in the middle. She's got a gorgeous voice. She's still doing music to this day. And the other 2, Cheryl and Dean, Cheryl on the end there, Dean on the other end, I think they're still doing music together. I'm not sure, but this was one of my favorite CDs to play when it came out, and I was really excited to see that it was there. And even if I do have it, it'll just be one that I can add to my collection or give to someone else. And it's cheap too, so I don't mind if I have a duplicate. So I'm gonna get to the meat now, which is all the books, which you're probably curious as to what I picked up. So a lot of what I picked up are actually series books that I need to complete, or ones that I've kind of had my eye on. So I was really excited to see that. As I can see, I'm kind of rearranging everything. So one of the books, or two of the books that I picked up were for the It Girls series, which I didn't realize was actually a spinoff of Gossip Girl, which I am trying to get all the Gossip Girl novels to read. But the It Girl novels that I got were Lucky and Reckless. And I think from reading on the back, it follows Jenny Humphrey, who is one of the characters in Gossip Girl. I was starting to watch the series when it first came out, but then I stopped watching it because I didn't have that channel anymore. So I want to read the books and just kind of dive into that world. So I'm really excited. I loved the Click growing up, so this was kind of like a kind of Click style book, and Gossip Girl was kind of like that as well too. So I got those, as well as I got a Gossip Girl novel. Speaking of, it is You Are the One That I Want. This is one I don't have in my collection at all. So I'm really excited. I know there's a lot of them that I have to collect, but I've been keeping my eye on, and most of them I have been pretty much buying at the thrift stores. I'm pretty sure I can go to like libraries when I read this, but this is definitely one that I would like to get to so I can start watching the series. Another series that I've been collecting and trying to get all the books for is the A-List series. I believe it follows a girl in Hollywood pretty much, or like celebrities in Hollywood, or celebrities' kids or something like that. But the two books that I picked were Girls on Film and Some Like It Hot. So those are ones to add to my collection. And then I actually picked up another series book for the daughters, and it's The Daughters Take the Stage. I have, I believe, the first book, and then Enter the Party, I think, is the other one. But this was a series that's always intrigued me. It's about three girls who are best friends, and I believe their families are all famous celebrities, so this is them kind of going through those ups and downs with their friendship as well. So this is one I've been kind of wanting to read for a while, and I know I probably shouldn't be interested in these still at my age, but I don't care. I love my YA, and this is kind of books that came out when I was growing up, so I want to try to read these and see what they were all about and why my friends like them. So the next three that I have, these are the last three books that I have. One of them, this one that I'm going to show you, is kind of like a series, but they're also not related. They're kind of like companion novels, I guess you could say. I already have like 2 or 3 of these already, but this one I didn't have, and this one I don't think I've read either. It is Treacherous Love, The Diary of an Anonymous Teenager, and these ones I know I've read that these are not really real. Beatrice Sparks, who is the author, is actually the writer of the Go Ask Alice books, if you know what books I'm talking about. But these are all diaries that have to deal with real issues. The ones that I have for this series is Annie's Baby, which talks about a pregnant teenager. And then there's one, I can't think of the title right now off the top of my head, but it is about a girl who develops, oh, It Happened to Nancy, that's the title. It's about a girl that contracts AIDS and goes through that. This one I believe is about an abusive relationship, which will be very intriguing. I don't remember reading this. I do remember the cover. A lot of my other friends read it. And like I said, I know that there's a lot of stuff that it was fibbed, or the materials that were used were not really real, but I still like reading these just because I think they're very accurate to how it can feel. But then some people say it's like, it's kind of, they were using it kind of like to scare kids, but I don't know. So I saw this and I had to put it in my collection. And the funny thing about this was actually in the kids book section, which cracked me up, because I'm like, a little kid is not going to want to read this, and even if they read this, they're going to be scarred. They're not going to be innocent anymore. But yeah, so there was that. Another book that I picked up, it's a Beauty and the Beast style book. It's a little bit stained, but I don't care. It was super cheap, only 99 cents. That's why I love the thrift store. And it is called Belle's Library, a collection of literary quotes and inspirational musings. And I've been looking at this book for a while now, so the fact that I found it and it was super cheap, it was originally $12.99, so to get it for $1 is insane. But it's just pretty much a little book that's filled with like little quotes, and it's got some of the Beauty and the Beast characters in it, I believe. Let me see if I can find one of them. But it's definitely something, like there's Cogsworth, but it's definitely something I feel like as a reader, you need to have a lot of Beauty and the Beast stuff in your collection because of Belle being a voracious reader. So I was really excited to get that as well, especially for cheap. And the last one I have to show you guys is actually a classic novel. It is one that I have not read. I have been wanting to read it for a while now, and when I saw this, I was really impressed. It's actually an old Barnes & Noble Classics paperback edition, and it is Anna Karenina by Leo Tolstoy. So I've heard a lot of great things about this book. I've never read anything by Tolstoy, so I'm hoping that this will be one that I can get into and I fall in love with. And it seems pretty thick. I don't think, yeah, it's not as thick as Unabridged Les Miserables, which is like over 1,000 pages, and I love that book, reading that. So this probably is going to be one that might be hard for me to get into at first, but I feel like I'm going to enjoy reading it because it's a classic. So yeah, there you go, guys. That is kind of my little haul. But yeah, so I just ordered some food. As you can see, I am apparently sleepy. I woke up a little bit earlier than what I normally do on my days off, but I ordered some food and I got some coffee coming, and I'm gonna do that, and I'm going to play a little bit of Animal Crossing before I get ready to read for a little bit, and then I'm actually going to be making amazing dinner. So one of the books that I have picked up, I've been getting a lot of cookbooks lately because at my job they are really cheap. A lot of them are going to be like $10, and you can bundle those as well too. But one of the people that I really love in the food world is Adam Richman. If you don't know who he is, he had a show on Travel Channel called Man vs. Food, where he would travel to different states, go to different restaurants, and then at the end he would be doing like a food challenge, like a hot wing challenge or a dozen bagel challenge. I don't even know if that was one he did, but he went to a lot of places, and a lot of stuff he tasted was really good. He actually came up with his own cookbook, and I didn't know until I started working there. And it's called Straight Up Tasty Meals, Memories, and Mouthfuls from My Travels. I already made one of the recipes in here. It is called the infield sandwich. It was a sandwich that apparently, I was reading a little blurb about it, that he came off at the last minute. It's pretty much like a pulled pork sandwich with cheese, and then the bread is waffles, and it is so good. It is so delicious. The barbecue sauce I used was Sweet Baby Ray's. You mix that together with maple syrup and your shredded pork, and it was so good. I loved it. So he's definitely a food guy, so I know he's making food for foodies. But the recipe that I am going to make tonight for me and my boyfriend, it is creamy tomato soup with grilled cheese sandwich dumplings, and there's a little picture of it. I'm really excited. I had made a tomato soup recipe before from scratch. This one doesn't seem like it's going to take a long time, which is awesome. I love that. As well as it's Adam, so I'm pretty sure his food is going to be really good. Like I said, that infield sandwich was really great. So I'm going to be making that, so I'll kind of show you guys the process of that a while. But yeah, so I'm going to start playing some Animal Crossing and kind of catch up on some YouTube while I do that. Hey guys, so I just read 52 pages of After We Collided. I had to do some other things in between my readings, important paperwork-wise, so I didn't get to read a lot as I wanted to, but this book is really thick, so it takes a little bit, and plus I haven't really had a lot of time to read anymore like I used to. But yeah, so right now I am going to take a little break, and I'm going to try to clean up my kitchen and prep dinner. But yeah, so that's pretty much my next plan. I'm probably going to put something on in the background so I can listen to it while I clean the kitchen, and yeah, I'm just waiting for Zach to get here. I am making a pit stop. I am going to the post office. I have to drop off a couple packages, as well as I want to go to Barnes & Noble to pick up some cross-stitch books because I've been getting back into cross-stitching, and I forgot how much I loved doing it when I first learned how to do it. So I'm going to be picking up some Christmas-related ones, as well as, I don't know if after I finish the ones I'm working on, right now I'm working on a series of Golden Girls ones, which have been coming out amazing. So I don't know if I want to start doing that after I finish my Golden Girls or if I want to wait a little bit and do my painting. I have a paint by number kit that I need to finish from last year. I kind of saved it until this time because it's a Christmas one. And I need to order more so I can finish up the Christmas gifts that I gave people last year. I did tell them it's going to take a while. I haven't had the time to like sit down and paint like I wanted to. So I always try to keep myself busy with different activities. But yeah, so that's the plan and we'll see what happens here.